So picture this. My brother shouting at me in the middle of our living room, veins in his neck popping, spit flying. "Leave and don't come back," he screamed. And you know what? I didn't argue. My bags were already packed. I just stared at him, straight into his bloodshot eyes, and walked out. The moment I stepped off that porch, rain hit my shoulders like the sky itself was kicking me out. But here's the thing. He didn't call me that night. Not the next week either. When he finally did, it wasn't for me. It was for my bank card. See, growing up, I thought my big brother was this unshakable figure. Cold, distant, but reliable. After Dad passed, he didn't cry, didn't break, just shoved Dad's watch into a drawer and said, "We keep moving." I was 16. I needed comfort. He gave me silence. Still, I did what he expected. Good grades, good job, got myself out. Years later, he called me. "Come home." "Just for a while," he said. Claimed the house was falling apart, bills piling up. "You're the only one I trust." And like an idiot, I listened. I paused grad school, got a better job near him, even added him to my credit card for gas and groceries. First, he played nice. But then the cracks showed. $40 gone at a liquor store. 300 at a casino I didn't even know he went to. Then, 2,000 drained. I checked the records. Every charge was his. His face at the ATM. His sloppy signature on receipts. When I confronted him, he smirked. "What's yours is mine. I gave you life, didn't I?" I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just nodded and started planning. I moved my direct deposit. Opened a new account. Let him keep draining the old one until it ran dry. Watched him slip back into late nights and empty bottles. One night, I overheard him on the phone. "She's just a spoiled brat. She'll come crawling back. She always does." That's when I realized it wasn't about money. It was about control. The breaking point came when he asked for my car keys. I said no. He snapped, threw the TV remote at my head and screamed, "Get out of my house and don't come back." So I did. Stayed with a friend. Reported the fraud. Got the charges reversed. Shut down every account he had access to. 2 weeks later, my phone buzzed. A text from him. "Card's not working. Can you fix it?" Then another. "Groceries didn't go through. What's going on?" Finally, a voicemail. "If this is about what I said, I was angry, all right? Just fix the card. I'm still your brother." Still trying to guilt me into silence. Still believing I'd serve him from a distance. So I called. He picked up instantly. "Why isn't the card working?" he barked. I let the silence stretch, then said, "Because I stopped paying for people who treat me like trash." Dead silence. Then a hiss. "You ungrateful little." I hung up. It's been 4 months. He showed up at my job once. I had security walk him out. Tried using our aunt to get me back on his side. She blocked him instead. Funny thing happens when you cut abusers off. Their power evaporates. Now I'm back in school, in my tiny apartment. It's quiet, peaceful. No footsteps stomping down the hall. No shouting. Just me, my future, and nothing being taken from me anymore. And sometimes I think back to that night. The way he thought he won by kicking me out. But what he didn't see was that real revenge isn't loud. It's not yelling, not slamming doors. It's silence. And a card that'll never swipe again. You know, walking away wasn't easy. It never is. People think cutting ties with family means you stop caring. That's not true. I cared too much for too long. I kept giving until there was nothing left of me. And when you finally pull the plug, the silence feels heavy at first. You wonder if you did the right thing, if maybe you should have stayed, kept fixing everything. But here's what I learned. Love isn't measured by how much pain you can tolerate. Respect isn't earned by letting someone drain you dry. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say no more, and the quiet that follows. That's not loneliness. That's freedom. It's the sound of peace after years of chaos. It's the proof that you can build a life that doesn't depend on being someone else's punching bag or wallet. Now, when I look back, I don't see the brother who screamed at me. I don't see the overdraft notices or the empty bank account. I see the moment I chose myself. The moment I realized I was worth more than being used. And if you've ever been in a place like that, giving everything, getting nothing, maybe it's time you asked yourself the same question I did. What would happen if I stopped? Because sometimes the quietest revenge is finally living in peace. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope you found it interesting. Write in the comments what you think, and don't forget to subscribe.